born in Norway, but came to San Francisco because Mom and sisters were here. All of us were born here. Nels, the oldest and the only boy, my sister Christine, and the littlest sister, Dagmar. It's funny, but when I look back, I always see Nels and Christine and myself looking almost as we do today. I guess that's because people you see all the time stay the same age in your head. Dagmar's different. She was always a baby, so I see her as a baby. Even Mama. I always see Mama as around 40. She couldn't have always been 40. Besides us, there was our boarder, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde was an Englishman who had once been an actor, and Mama was very impressed with his flowery talk and courtly manners. He used to read to us aloud in the evenings. But first and foremost, I remember Mama. I remember that every Saturday night she would sit down by the kitchen table and count out the money Papa had brought home in the little envelopes.
You call the children on. It's good they should know about money. I mean...
Children! Nels! Christine! Catherine!
Coming, Papa!
You call out to Catherine. She's in her study, maybe.
She is where?
Catherine made the old attic under the roof into a study.
Catherine! Catherine!
Yes, Papa! I heard!
So, a study now. What does she study?
I think Catherine wants to be author.
Author?
Stories she will write for the magazine. And books too, maybe. One day.
Is good pay to be author?
For magazine, I think maybe yes. But for books, I think no.
Then she writes stories for the magazines.
Maybe. But I like she writes books. Like the ones Mr. Hyde gives to us. Dagmar, bring that cat in again?
Sure, she's my Elizabeth. My beautiful Elizabeth.
Poor Elizabeth. Looks as if she has been in fight again.
Not poor Elizabeth. Brave Elizabeth. Elizabeth the fighting cat. She fights for her honor.
And just what is a cat's honor, little one?
The honor of being the bravest cat in San Francisco. That's disgusting cat. She's not disgusting. She's beautiful. Beautiful as the door. And when have you ever seen the door? I haven't seen it, but Mr. Hyde read to us about it. Didn't you, Mr. Hyde? Didn't you read to us about the door?
I did, my child of joy. The dawn. The rosy fingertips aurora.
Why can't I get to see the dawn, Mama?
Any morning that you get up early.
Is there a dawn every morning?
Sure.
It's all that beautiful, and it happens every morning. Why didn't anyone tell me?
My child, that's what the poets are for. Tell you of all the beautiful things that are happening every day, and that no one sees until they tell them.
You go out, Mr. Hyde?
For a moment only, dear madam, to buy a modicum of that tawny weed, tobacco that I lust after, as Ben Jonson says. I shall be back in time for our nightly reading.
Nels, Catherine! You do not hear Papa call you!
Coming, Mama.
Yes, Mama, I'm coming. Move over.
So now, all are here.
Come then. First, for the landlord.
For the landlord.
For the landlord. The landlord.
For the landlord.
States.
For the grocer.
For the great. For the
Katrine's shoes.
My shoes. Katrine. Oh, shoes.
Katrine's shoes.
Mama? Mama, teacher says I'm gonna need a new notebook.
How much it will be?
A dime.
For the notebook. You do not lose it.
I won't lose it.
You take care that you blow your nose.
I'll take care.
Is all, Mama.
It's all for this week. We do not have to go to the bank.
Mama, I'll be graduating grammar school next month. Can I go into high, do you think?
You want to go to high school?
I'd like to, if you think I could.
It's good.
It'll cost a little money. I've got it all written down. Car fare, clothes, notebooks, things I really need. I figured it out with Sonny Nichols. He went to high last year.
Christine, get the little bag.
The little bag. That was the most important thing in the whole house. It was a box we used to keep for emergencies. Like the time when Dagmar had croup and Papa had to go and get the medicine to put in the steam kettle. I can smell that medicine now. The things that came out of the little bag. Mama was always going to buy herself a warm coat out of it when there was enough. Only there never was.
Is there enough? Is there enough, Mama?
It's not enough here. We give to the dentist, you remember? And for your throat thing.
I know. And there's one coat you've been saving for.
The coat I can get another time. Even so.
You mean Nels can't go to high?
We do not want to go to the bank, do we?
No, Mama, no. I work in Dylan's grocery after school.
It's not enough.
No, it's not enough.
Give up tobacco.
I can buy tobacco for children after school. Katrine can help me.
It's good. It's enough.
Gee!
We do not have to go to the bank.
Where is the bag? Downtown. What's it look like? Just the building. Like a prison? No, nothing like a prison.
Well, then why does Mama always say we don't want to go to the bank?
Because nobody ever wants to go to the bank.
Why not?
Because if we went to the bank all the time, we wouldn't have any money left there. And we wouldn't be able to pay our rent, and they'd throw us out on the street like they did Mrs. Johnson.
You mean it's like saving some of your candy for tomorrow?
Yes, my Dagmar. It's exactly like saving your candy.
But if all the other people go to the bank, then there won't be any money left for us either.
It isn't like that, Dagmar. Everyone can only give so much.
How much?
However much you've got there. Put away. You see, it's our money we put there. To keep safe.
When did we put it there?
A long time back, I guess. Wasn't it, Mama?
It's enough about the bank.
How much money have we got in the bank?
I don't know. How much, Mama?
Enough. What are you doing?
The days are going to my football, and I'm going to my slave.
We cannot throw it back. We must be polite to the aunt. Why is Trina?
Trina, and all by herself.
Say good evening to Aunt Trina, children.
Good evening, Aunt Trina.
Good evening, children. How well they all look. Have a feather boa. It's new. Beautiful.
It was a present.
A present. Look, Lord. Trina has a present.
It's fine.
Jenny and Sigrid do not come with you, Trina?
No. I want to talk to you, Martha.
Oh, so sit then and we talk.
Could we talk alone?
Alone?
If you wouldn't mind.
Children, you leave us alone a little. I will call you. Dad wants to go with Catherine.
Oh, but Mama!
Catherine, take that one.
Yes, Mama. Come on.
What is it, Trina?
Martha?
Yes?
I can't say it.
What is it?
It's something very personal.
Oh, you want Lars should stay outside.
Would you, Lars? Just
No, I'll go. I know what women's secrets are. As your Uncle Chris would say, it's women.
You have your pipe bars. It's fine. What is it?
I forget. I give up tobacco.
Is still some tobacco in your pouch? Then you do not give up tobacco till you have finished. You give up more tobacco, not tobacco you already have.
Is not right, Martha.
So now, Trina, what is it?
Martha, I want to get married.
You mean you want to get married? Or there is someone you want to marry?
There's someone I want to marry.
And does he want to marry you?
He says he does.
My Trina is wonderful.
I think it is.
Who is?
Mr. Thorkelson.
From the funeral parlor?
I know he isn't very handsome or tall. And I know it's not what most people would consider a very nice profession.
But you love Trina. Then it's good.
Martha, will you help me tell the others?
You mean Jenny and Sigrid? They do not know.
No, I was afraid they'd laugh at me.
Jenny will not like you. Tell me first.
I can't help that. You've got to tell them for me. If they laugh at me, I'll kill myself.
Jenny and Sigrid will not laugh at you. I promise, Trina.
And Uncle Chris? Will you tell him for me, Martha?
It is Mr. Thorkelson who must talk to Uncle Chris. Always it is the husband who must talk to the head of the family.
I know, but Uncle Chris is so big and black, and he shouts so, and Mr. Thorkelson is kind of timid, really.
Well, if he is to be your husband, he must learn not to. You do not want husbands should be timid. You are timid. It's not good when both are timid. No. Jenny and Sigrid I speak to, but Mr. Thorkelson must go to Uncle Chris. I will get some
Martha, Trina, I do not want to interrupt the conversation, but Jenny and Sigrid are coming.
Oh, dear!
I saw them get off the cable car. They're coming up the hill.
I'd better go to your room for a minute.
Hey, Jenny! I must get my glass. This hill kills me every time I climb it.
You climb bigger hills than this in the old country.
I'm a girl in the old country. Jenny, Sigrid, it's surprise. Where's Ollie?
Working. He's always working. I never see anything of him at all.
It's good to her.
It's good to see your husband once in a while, too.
Has Trina been here?
Trina?
She's gone somewhere, and she doesn't know anyone but you.
That is what you think.
What do you mean by that?
Give us your coat. I give you some coffee. Then we talk about Trina.
She has been here.
Yes, she has been here.
And what did Trina want?
She wants to talk to you.
What about?
Marriage.
What?
Marriage. Trina wants to get married.
That's no news. Of course she wants to get married. Every old maid wants to get married.
No, there is someone who wants to marry Trina.
Who would want to marry Trina?
Mr. Thorkelson.
Peter Thorkelson? Little Peter?
She's not so little.
He's hardly bigger than my Arnie. And Arnie is not 10 yet.
So, he's hardly bigger than your army. Does every husband have to be big, man?
Trina's making it up. That happens to old maids when they get to Trina's
No,
age.
Jenny, it's true. Mr. Thorkelson wants to marry Trina.
Mr. Thorkelson. She'd be the laughing stock.
Jenny, Trina's here. She will come in a minute. This is serious for her. You will not laugh at her.
I shall do what I believe.
No, Jenny, you will not.
And why won't I?
I will not let you.
And how will you stop me?
If you laugh at Trina, I will tell her of your wedding night when your husband tried to run away.
It's not true.
Madame? Madame? The three grace. You will excuse me?
Sure, Mr. Hyde.
I shall be in my room.
So that's your famous order. 3 months he's been here, hasn't he? Has he paid you his rent yet?
It's hard to ask. Surely he will pay soon.
Surely he won't. If I ran my boarding house the way you run this
The
place.
lady boarders do not always walk out on you.
Well, if Mona thinks she's going to get that warm coat she's always talking about, I'm not ready.
Mr. Hyde is generous. He reads to us wonderful books. Charles Dickens, Longfellow, many more kids. Come, Trina. The coffee's getting cold. I should tell them.
Why did you come to Marta first?
She thought Martha would understand.
I'm different and I married women too.
You've been married longer than Martha. She thinks maybe you forget.
What sort of living does this Mr. Thorkelson make? I haven't asked.
Can he keep you?
I don't think he would have asked you to marry him if he couldn't. Maybe he thinks you are going to keep him.
Jenny, maybe he thinks Trina will have a dowry, like the girls in the old country.
Well, why shouldn't I? You all had dowries. We were married in Norway, and now our parents were alive. Where did your dowry come from, I'd like to know. Uncle Chris, he's the head of the family. And who will ask him? He won't need asking. When Peter goes to talk to him, Uncle Chris will eat him.
Little Peter and Uncle Chris.
Maybe Uncle Chris will tell him some family stories. He knows many.
Where are the children? Are we going to see them before we leave?
Of course, I'll call them. Children! Your aunt's leaving!
Are you coming with us?
I think Trina like to stay here and listen to Mr. Hyde read to us. You like Trina?
If you don't mind, I've asked Peter to call for me here. He'll see me home. I'll help you with the coffee things. Good evening, Aunt Sigrid. Good evening, Aunt Jenny. Where have you all been hiding yourselves?
We've been in Christine's boudoir.
Her what?
Christine made a little closet into a boudoir. I give her those big portieres, Jenny, the ones you sent us when we come from the old country.
And what does she do there?
What people usually do in boudoirs.
Christine, that is rude. It is her little place to herself.
Hello, Aunt Sigrid. Hello, Aunt Jenny.
Good evening, Nels. My, how tall he's getting.
Yes, he is almost as tall as his papa.
He looks to me as if he's outgrowing his strength. And Dagmar looked a little pale, too. Goodness, what a horrid-looking cat.
She's not hard. She's beautiful.
He's Dagmar's new friend. She goes with her everywhere.
Everywhere. Don't you know that a cat draws breath from a sleeping child? You wouldn't want to wake up smothered one morning now, would you?
I don't care. Elizabeth can have all my breath.
Elizabeth. What a very silly name for a cat.
It's a very silly name for that cat. It's a Tom.
Now, how do you know?
I will.
How can you tell?
You can.
But how?
No, you do not. You're going to think up another name for him.
I won't. He's Elizabeth. He is going to stay Elizabeth.
We could call him Uncle Elizabeth.
Uncle Elizabeth. Did you hear that, Elizabeth? You're called Uncle Elizabeth now.
Such foolishness. Well, goodbye, all. Marta, Lars.
Goodbye, Jenny. Goodbye, Sigrid. Nels, go tell Mr. Hyde we are ready for his reading.
Wow, I never thought we'd live to see Trina get married.
She's not over yet. She's still got Uncle Chris.
Dagmar, put Elizabeth's back in the pantry.
Uncle Elizabeth.
Uncle Elizabeth. Oh, Mr. Hyde, this is my sister Trina.
Enchanted.
Mr. Hyde reads to us the tale is beautiful story, but sad.
Oh, I like sad stories.
Tonight, I would like to finish it.
It's good.
Are you ready?
Yes, please, Mr. Hyde.
I will go on from where we left off. In the black prison of the Concierge League, the doomed of the day awaited their fate. They were in number as the weeks of the year. 52 were to roll that afternoon on the light tide of the city to the boundless, everlasting sea.
I don't think I shall ever forget that night. It was almost midnight when he came to the end, and none of us had noticed.
It is a far, far better thing that I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known. The end.
I wrote in my diary that night before I went to bed. Tonight, Mr. Hyde finished The Tale of Two Cities. The closing chapters are indeed superb. What a beautiful thing is self-sacrifice. I wish there was someone I could die for. Mr. Hyde read to us all kinds of stories. He thrilled us with Treasure Island and terrified us with the hounds of the Baskervilles. I can still remember the horror in his voice as he read.
Dr. Mortimer looked strangely at us for an instant, and his voice sank almost to a whisper as he answered. Mr. Holmes, those are the footprints of gigantic hounds. We will continue tomorrow night, if you're interested.
If we were interested, you couldn't have kept us from it. It meant a lot to Mama, too, because Nell stopped going out nights to hang about with the neighborhood boys. The night they got into trouble for breaking into Mr. Dillon's door, Nels was home with us. And sometimes Mr. Hyde read us poetry, The Lady of the Lake, and The Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner.
About, in real and round, the death fires danced at night. The water, like a witch's oil, burns green and blue and white.
There were many nights I couldn't sleep for the way he had set my imagination dancing. What a wonderful thing is literature, transporting us into realms unknown. And all the time, my school teacher kept telling me that I ought to write about things I knew. I did a piece for her once about Uncle Chris, and she said it wasn't nice to write like that about a member of one's own family. Papa called Mama's Uncle Chris a black Norwegian because of his dark hair and fierce mustache. But there were others in the family who claimed he was black in a different way. The aunts, for example. Black, always black. Black in his heart, cursing and swearing. Uncle said that's only because cursing is wrong. I know all about his limp and the accident back in the old country, but have you ever heard him complain? Mama's always making excuses for him. I know, but he is good to the children. All those oranges he's always sending them. Oranges? What good are oranges? They'll turn them yellow. They're the only things he's ever been known to give away anyway. Besides, he has other uses for his money. What do you mean? Bottles, and that woman he lives with. He says she's his housekeeper. Well, he couldn't very well come right out and call her what she is now, could he? No honor one of these days. And to his face, too.
Jenny, Trina, what do you think? What do you think Uncle Chris has done now? You know my little Ornstein, that fall he had 2 months ago. The man at the drugstore said it was only a bruise, but today it was hurting him again. So I left him home and I went to do the marketing. I asked Mrs. Schultz next door to keep an eye on him.
Chris lived, that was part of the mystery about him. He used to roam up and down the states, buying up farms and ranches that had gone to pieces and bullying them back into prosperity. Then he'd sell at a profit and move on again. 2 or 3 times a year, he'd descend on the city in his automobile and come roaring and stamping into our house.
Martha! Run! Josie, where are you?
It's Uncle Chris!
I know.
What are we gonna do?
There's nobody home! Nobody home! Someone open this door!
So what is? You do not hear me calling? I do not call loud enough?
Yes, Uncle Chris?
Which yes? Yes, you do not hear me calling? Oh yes, I do not call loud enough.
We heard you, Uncle Chris.
Then why do you not come?
We were just going to.
Come and let me look at you. You too, Katrina. Do not stand there. Come and let me look at you. Stand tall. By the dresser where the marks are. 2 inches. 2 inches in 6 months. It's good. Christine, show me your teeth. You brush them good. Yes, there's a box of oranges in my automobile. You fetch them in. So, where is the little one, Dagmar?
She's sick, Uncle Chris.
Sick? What is the matter with her?
It's her ear. She's had an earache for 2 days. Bad earache. Mama sent for the doctor.
The doctor? What did he say?
He's in there now.
I go.
Uncle Chris,
What is with the child?
he's bad. Doctor, this is my uncle, Mr. Harrison.
How do you do, sir?
What is with Dagmar?
We'll have to get her to the hospital. I'm afraid we're going to have to operate.
Operate?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Can't wait until my husband comes home from work.
I'm afraid not. The best chances are we operate now.
We go.
So what is with the child?
I'm afraid it's emasculate.
Then you operate immediately.
That is what I said.
Immediately!
Doctor, is enough?
Well, I was thinking of the county
Oh
hospital.
no, we pay. Is enough?
If it's not, we can go to the bank. We have a bank account.
Is enough without we go to the bank? My husband is carpenter, makes good money.
If it is not enough, I will pay.
It'll be enough. We'll take her to the clinic. You'll pay what you can afford.
I have my nephew there already. Arnie, they operate on his knees.
Physician, sir?
I have better physician than most doctors. My nephew knows he become doctor when he grow older.
Oh, very well indeed. So if you have the child at the hospital, shall we say an hour's time?
I will have the child there in 10 minutes' time. I have my automobile.
I can hardly make arrangements in 10 minutes.
I make arrangements. I know doctors.
Uncle Chris, Dr. Janssen make arrangements. He's good doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
You go now, doctor. We come.
Okay, so if you'll have the child there in 10 minutes, then well, I'll take care of her. I'll do the operation myself.
I watch.
You'll do no such thing.
I always watch operation. I have the family.
I allow no one to watch my operations.
Are so bad.
Mrs. Hansen, if I am to undertake the care of your child and the operation, is under the strict understanding this man come nowhere near me or the patient.
Yes, doctor. I will talk to him. You go now, please.
Yes, but you do understand. Nowhere near me or withdraw from this case.
I go see Dagmar.
Uncle Chris, wait. It's kind of you, but Dagmar is sick. You frighten her. You frighten everyone. Everyone but me. Even the girls. Jenny, Trina, Sigrid.
The girls.
All frightened of you.
Girls, women.
The children too. So now it's like it, Dagmar. You hospital to your automobile. But you do not frighten her, and you leave Dr. Janssen alone. He is good, doctor. Come now, we get that on.
It's true. I frighten you. Christine, you are frightened of me? Come, I ask you, tell me the truth. Are you frightened of me?
A little, Uncle Chris.
No, I'm your Christine.
Yes, Uncle Chris.
That's Niels. Niels is a boy. He is not frightened of me.
Not as much as we are, Uncle Chris.
But he is frightened?
Yes.
That's why. I am your Uncle Chris. What is there to be frightened of?
I don't know.
That is bad, very bad. The ants, yes. I like to frighten them. That makes you laugh. Come, tell me. You do not like the ants? Which do you not like the most? Jenny, Sigrid, Trina? Tell me, huh?
I think I like Aunt Jenny least. She's so bossy. I can't stand Aunt Sigrid. She's always whining and complaining.
It is true. Jenny bossy, Sigrid whining. But your mom, she is different. And she cook good too. The ants, they cannot cook at all. Only you do not tell your mama we have spoken them so. So it is a secret for us. So you cannot be frightened of me anymore when we have secret. I tell you my secret, I do not like the ants. And so that they do not bother me, I frighten them and shout at them. You I do not shout at. If you eat your teeth, clean your teeth, eat your oranges, and
Jenny, do you see what I see? That woman, how shameful. Up and down?
Bow to a woman like that? We'll cut her. I'll show you. Uncle Chris, Sigrid has something to say to you.
Uncle Chris, you took Arnie to the hospital.
yes, I take Arnie to hospital. And now we take Denmark hospital so you do not go to the rocky place.
What's wrong with Dagmar? It's her ear. She has an earache. They're going to operate.
Operate? This is some more of Uncle Chris's doing. Did you hear what he did to my Arnie?
Sigrid, you are a whining old fool and you get out of here.
You better go, Jenny.
No! They're having enough of these high-handed goings-on.
And Jenny, you are a false old fool and you get out of here too. And we take Denmark hospital. You've got to go to Niels.
Sure, Uncle Chris.
We go.
No! You were going to hear me out! That is, you were going to your Sigrid out.
If you do not get that to the way of the door before I got to me, I'll throw you out. And Sigrid, as big as she is, 1, 2, we go to car.
Uncle Chris, wait! I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Thorkelson.
Jenny, we go to hospital. You will be good children while Mama is gone.
Sure, Mama.
Martha, we go!
There is milk in the cooler, and fruit and cookies for your lunch.
Don't worry, Mama. We'll be all right.
Martha, wait!
What is it?
You can't go in his automobile.
Why not?
Martha, no!
Because that woman.
So, it will kill me or Dagmar if we sit in the automobile with her. I have seen her. She looks like a nice woman. I heard.
Where are
That woman. She is white?
Yes.
Yes.
No! Don't sit there shaking like that, girl! Go away! Go away! Stay gone! We'll go after them. Sigrid, you lead the way. How long have they been gone now? About 3 hours. And I wish you wouldn't keep asking me that. How long do operations take? I heard Aunt Sigrid talking about Mrs. Bergman, who was 5 hours on the table. Aunt Sigrid's friends have everything worse than everyone else. And it gets worse each time they tell about it. doesn't it, without Mama? It's like in a story. The sisters sat huddled in the empty house, waiting for the verdict that was to spell life or death to the little family.
Don't talk such nonsense.
It's not nonsense. It is too. In the first place, we're not a little family. And in the second place, it's not a life or death situation.
I was trying to be so dramatic.
Well, it is dramatic. It is not.
It's just...
Well, it's worrying. But you don't have to make a tragedy out of it. You're not eating anything. I know. You're not drinking your milk either. Aren't you hungry? No! And you wouldn't be either if you had any feeling at all for Mom and Dagmar. Instead of just sitting there hopelessly making a big story out of it. Oh, Chris. I'm not heartless. I do have feelings for them. I can't help it if it goes into words like that. Everything always does with me. But it doesn't mean I don't feel it. And I think we ought to eat. I think Mom would want us to.
But Uncle Chris, I tell you, I must see him.
Don't understand English. No visitors for first 24 hours.
But you've seen him.
I am not visible. I am exception.
Well, then his mother should be an exception too. I'll see the doctor.
I have seen doctor. I told him you're not good running.
Not good for my own son.
My scooty daughter. You cry over it. I go now.
Uncle Chris, wait. I must speak to you.
What is?
I want to get married.
Well, then get married. I have other things to think about.
Wait. Here. I want to marry Peter. Peter, Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris, Mr. Thorkelson.
So?
How are you, sir?
Busy.
Please, Uncle Chris.
We want to marry. All right, marry. I have other things to think about.
Then you give your permission?
Yes, I'll give you my condition. If you want to be a fool, I cannot stop you.
But thank you, Uncle Chris.
So is all?
Yes, I think it's all. No!
No.
Well, you see, Gina mentioned, it was always useful in the old country.
What is? What do you want?
Well, not to mix matters, but it was a question of Trina's dowry.
Her what?
Her dowry.
Trina is 42 years old.
No!
And it is not because she is ugly, she must have dowry.
Do you mind going and discussing your family matters elsewhere? This is a hospital, not a marriage bureau.
You come into waiting room. I talked to you about dowry.
Did you hear that, Mona? What? Uncle Chris! No, I do not hear it. I begged for a doctor. It's 2 hours since they take Dagmar to the operating room.
2 hours? That's nothing. When Mrs. Dartman had a walk on the room, she was on the table for 6 hours.
Stephen, I do not want to forget about Mrs. Bergman. I do not want to forget about anything. I begged for a doctor. You go now, please.
Will go. Marty, you can't stay here by yourself.
I have now. You go, please.
But I must wait for Peter and Uncle Chris.
We'll go next door and have some coffee. Sigrid, you have any money?
Yes, I have a little.
Then I'll treat. We'll be next door if you need us, Marta.
Oh, Mrs. Hanson.
Doctor.
Well, Dagmar's fine. She's in there sipping off the anesthetic now.
Oh, thank you, doctor. Where is she? I go to her now.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid that's against the rules. She'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow? But doctor, she is so little. And she will be frightened.
The nurses will take care of her. Excellent care. You see, clinic patients aren't allowed visitors for the first 24 hours. The wards must be kept quiet.
I will not make a sound.
Tomorrow, and now, I must be going.
Come now, we find Dagmar.
Mama, the
We
doctor...
find Dagmar. You tell me, please, where I can find my daughter.
What name?
Dagmar.
Dagmar Hanson.
Hanson? Were they? Along there.
Oh, just a moment. When did she come? They operated this morning. Well, then I'm afraid you can't see her. No visitors for the first 24 hours. I am not
They'll let you see her tomorrow. They said so.
But if I do not see her today, how will I know that all is well? What will I tell Papa when he comes home from work?
The nurses will look after her. Would you like to come in and serve us some coffee?
No, we have coffee at home, but I must see Dagmar today.
Well, comes into this. You love my niece Tina?
I think I do.
You want to marry her?
Yes, I do.
You want a business to support her?
Yes.
Then why do you want dowry? Why do you want dowry?
Well, it would be a nice help, and it is customary.
It's not customary. Who gives dowries? Parents? Why? Because they're so glad that they will not have to support their daughters anymore? I do not support Tina. I do not care for Tina to get married. So why should I care if not for married?
Well, I never thought of it like that.
It is insult to a girl to pay dowry. Will you still take Tina without dowry?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know? You think I let Tina marry a man from Ontario without dowry?
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
What kind of man would that be? I ask you, what kind of man would that be?
Well, not a very nice kind of
And are you that kind of man?
I don't think I am.
And you don't want dowry?
No, I guess I don't.
Good, good. You're a good man. I like you. And I give you my blessing. I send you a little blessing. I give you a box of oranges.
I guess they're upstairs. Chris! Latrine!
Mommy!
Shall I make you some coffee? Then you'd have some when you got home.
No, first I must think.
Mama, please don't worry. Dagmar's alright. You know she's alright.
Well, Mama, everything all right?
It's true. You have eaten.
Yes, Mama.
You drink your milk.
Yes, Mama. Mama, something's the matter. Mama, Dagmar isn't... She isn't... Mama!
No, Dagmar is fine. Doctors say she is fine. What is time?
It's 3 o'clock.
3 hours. Papa come home from work.
Nels, what is it? There is something the matter.
The doctors won't let Mama see Dagmar. To rule the hospital.
Dagmar's all right, isn't she?
Oh yes, she's fine.
What can we do? Can't do anything. When will they let us see Dagmar?
Tomorrow.
Well, we'll just have to wait until tomorrow. Chris, how can you be so callous? Can't you see Mama's heart is breaking? No, I can't. And you can't either. People's hearts don't break. They do too. They do not, only in storybooks. Why, Mama? What are you doing?
I scrub the floor.
But Mama, you scrub
I
the
scrub it again.
But Mama, you can't scrub the floor.
Comes a time when you've got to get down on your knees.
Now, do you believe me?
Mama, don't. Please don't.
Now! Let her alone. What is it? What is it, Mama?
I think of something. I think of something.
It does. For a little. It's very bad.
It is kind of... Oh!
Don't you know any swear words?
What?
Don't you know any swear words?
No, Uncle Chris, not real ones.
Then I tell you 2 fine ones to use when pain is very bad. I'm down and down at the head. You say it.
Now?
No, not now. When pain comes again. You say them then. They help plenty. I know. I have pain too. And if pain is very bad, you say, God damn it to head. But Donnie pain is very bad. It's bad now?
No, it's a little better.
You sleep some now, maybe?
I'll try. Will you stay here, Uncle Chris?
Sure, I stay here. You are not frightened of Uncle Chris.
No, not anymore.
You're like I sing some more.
You wouldn't mind maybe something a little, quieter?
Sure. Up and good night.
Oh! There!
It helps, eh?
Yes.
Good. Now you sleep some.
That dream is not the same nurse. You take my shawl.
But Mama,
You wait for me on bench. Very dirty floor. Yes, and where they finally decided to clean them. Aren't you working late? Floors need cleaning.
The hospital. A poem by Katrine Hansen. She waited fearful in the hall and held her bated breath. Breath, yes, that rhymes with death. She waited fearful in the hall and held her bated breath. She trembled at the least footfall and kept her mind on death. Oh God, was agony to wait and watch and wonder? Wonder, sunder! To wait and watch and wonder for her infant sister's fate, if death-like bonds would sunder. There, that's beautiful. Yes, but it isn't true. Dagmar isn't dying. It's funny, I don't want her to die. And yet when Mama said she was all right, I was almost disappointed. It wasn't exciting anymore. Maybe Chris is right. And I haven't any heart. How awful! The Girl Without a Heart. That'd be a nice title for a story. The Girl Without a Heart sat in the hospital.
What you doing?
I'm waiting for Mama.
Where is she?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I think she's visiting Dagmar.
It's first aid. You're not allowed visitors first aid.
I know, but I think that's where she is.
Where is Dagmar?
I don't know.
What room is my baby Dagmar Hansen?
Hansen. When did she come in?
This morning.
Oh yes, were you wanting to see her?
What room is she in?
I asked, were you wanting to see her?
And I asked what room is she in?
We don't allow visitors the first day.
If I said I want to visit her, I asked what room is she in?
Are you by any chance Mr. Halverson?
Christopher Halverson?
Did you say you were her uncle?
A great uncle.
Well, then I'm afraid I can't tell you anything about her.
Why not?
Orders.
Whose orders?
Dr. Johnson, there's a special note here. Mr. Halverson not to be admitted or given information under any circumstance.
God damn it to hell.
Thank you. Uncle Chris, Dagmar is fine.
You see her?
Sure, Uncle Chris.
You see Dagmar?
Yes, Uncle Chris. It's fine hospital, but such floors? A mop is never good. Floors should be scrubbed with a brush. We go home now. You'd like to come with us, Uncle
put this coffee. I go get drink.
Uncle Chris.
I go get drink. I get drunk.
His leg, it hurts him.
And you do not make excuses for me. I get drunk because I like it.
Sure, Uncle Chris.
I like it! No, it's not true. I do not like to get drunk at all. And I do not like to go home with you either. You have a family. It's a fine thing. You do not know how fine a family is. But today, maybe when you grow older, you'll know how fine a family is. I have no family.
But Uncle Chris, Mama always said you were the head of the family.
Sure, I am a family, but I have no family. So I get drink. I get drunk. You understand, Martha?
Sure, Uncle Chris. But don't feel sorry for yourself. He's fine man. Has fine idea about family. Now I can tell Papa that Dagmar is fine. She waits while I am with her. I explain the rules to her. She will not expect us until tomorrow afternoon.
Talk about herself or her life in the old country, or how she dealt with that thing. You had to catch her unawares, or when she had nothing to do, which was very, very seldom. I can't ever remember seeing Mama unoccupied. I do remember one occasion, though. It was the day before Dagmar came home from the hospital. And as we left, Mama suggested treating me to an ice cream soda. I remember how proud it made me feel, just to sit and talk to her like a grown-up person. I don't think I shall ever forget that day. It was a special treat moment in my life. Everything was perfect, especially the ice cream soda.
Catherine, you would like to go next door and I treat you to an ice cream soda?
Mama, do you mean it?
Sure, we celebrate. We celebrate that Dagmar is back and coming home again. What would you like to have?
I think it's chocolate. No, it's strawberry. No, vanilla soda.
You are sure?
I think so. But Mama, can we afford it?
I see these ones. We can't afford it.
What would it be, lady?
A vanilla ice cream soda and a cup of coffee.
Mama, she called us ladies. Why aren't you having a soda too?
Better I like coffee.
Let's not drink coffee.
Then you are grown up.
When I'm 18?
Maybe before that.
When I graduate?
Maybe. I do not know. Come the time you are grown up, Papa and I don't know.
Is coffee really nicer than a soda?
When you are grown up again.
Did you used to like sodas better before you were grown up?
We did not have soda before I was grown up. It was the old country.
You mean they don't have sodas in Norway?
Now maybe. Now I think they have many things from America, but not when I was a little girl.
Mama, you ever want to go back to the old country?
Oh look, Mark, maybe to see the mountains and the fjords. I like to show them if you are. Maybe when Dagmar is big, we go back one summer, like autumn. But that is how it would be there now. I would be autumn. There is no one I would know. And maybe we could see the little house where Papa and I did when we first met. And something else I would look at.
What's that, Mama? What would you look at?
Catherine, you do not know you have a brother besides now?
No! A brother? In Norway?
He is my first baby. I am 18 when he is born.
Is he there now?
He is dead. Oh. I thought
he die?
When he is 2 years old. It's great eyes I'd like to see again.
Mama?
Would your ice cream soda?
Yes. Have you had a very hard life?
Hard? No. No life is easy. All the time. It is not meant to be.
But rich people, aren't their lives easy?
I do not know. I have never known rich people, but I see them sometimes in the stores and in the street, and they do not look as if they are easy.
Don't you want to be rich?
I want to be rich. The way I want to be 10 feet tall. It would be good for some, but bad for others.
But didn't you come to America to get rich?
No! We come to America because they are all here. All the others. It's good for families to be together.
And did you like it right away?
Right away. When I get off the ferry and I see San Francisco, I say, it's like you are ready. But it's better than yours. And then we were all born here and I become American citizen. But not to get rich.
I want to be rich. Rich and famous. I'll buy you a warm coat. When are you going to get that coat, Mama?
Soon now, maybe. After we pay the doctor. And Mr. Hyde pays his rent. I think now I must have it. I ask him tomorrow, after Dagmar comes home.
When I'm rich and famous, I'll buy you lovely clothes. White satin gowns with long trains to them. And jewelry. I'll buy you a pearl necklace.
We talk too much. Come, finish your soda. We must go home.
That'll be 15 cents, please.
Here are $2. You keep the nickels. But good coffee. Tomorrow, Dagmar will be home again. And Catherine, you see that Uncle Elizabeth is there. She was asking for him again this afternoon. You keep Uncle Elizabeth in the house all day until she comes home.
It's Uncle Elizabeth welcoming me home. After summer flowers. Where is she, Mama?
She's in the pantry. But wait, Dagmar, wait. There is something I must tell you. Uncle Elizabeth is sick.
Sick? What's the matter with him?
Last night, he was in a fight. He come home this morning, very sick indeed.
Now, how is he? Nels has been doctoring him.
He's pretty bad, Mama. I've dressed those wounds with boric acid, but I wouldn't go and see him now, baby.
I've got to. He's my cat. I haven't seen him in a whole month. More.
Nels, what do you think?
I think we ought to have had him put away before she came home.
But she would have been so unhappy if he was not here at all.
She'll be unhappier still if he dies.
Mama, what happened to him? Oh, Mama, when I tried to pick him up, his bandage slipped over his eye. It was bleeding. Oh, Mama, it looks awful.
He looks like that all over. Nels, go and see to his eye again. Listen, Dagmar. Little one, would it not be better for the poor thing to go quietly to sleep?
You mean go to sleep and never wake up again? No.
I think he died anyway. Nels tried to make him better, but I do not think he can.
Mama can do everything. Make him alive again, Mama. Please.
We see. Let us see how he gets through the night. But now, Dagmar, you must go to bed. I bring you your supper.
Will you fix Uncle Elizabeth? You promised, Mama.
Mama, it's just cruelty keeping that cat alive.
I know.
You say, we see how the cat gets through the night. I ask you, how do we get through the night? It's no use, Martha. We must put the cat to sleep. Else, go to the drugstore and get something. Some chloroform maybe.
How much shall I get?
You ask the man. Tell him it's for cat. He will know. It's best. It's the only thing.
I know. But poor Dagmar. It's sad homecoming for her. And she was so good in hospital. Never once she cried. I get her supper. And I put the cat outside. Where Dagmar will not hear him.
Oh, Mr. Hyde, you go out?
Oh, I did not see you, Mr. Hampton. I did not know you were back. As a matter of fact, I was about to leave this letter for you. The fact is, I've been called away.
Called away?
A letter I received this morning necessitates my departure. My immediate departure.
I am sorry. Mama, Mr. Hyde says he goes away.
It's true.
Alas, dear madam, yes, 'tis true, 'tis pity, and pity 'tis true. You will find here my check for all I owe you, and a note expressing my profoundest thanks for all your most kind hospitality. You will say goodbye to the children for me.
Sure, Mr. Hyde.
Madam, my deepest gratitude. Sir, my sincerest admiration. It has been a privilege. Ale, atque, vale. Hail and farewell.
Too bad. Was wonderful, man.
How much is check for?
$110 is for months.
Good.
Now we can pay doctor everything.
And you can buy your warm coat now. With fur, maybe.
But there will be no more reading. You take the check. You get the money.
Sure, I get it. What does he say in his letter?
You read it while I get Dagmar for supper.
Dear friends, I find myself compelled to take a somewhat hasty departure from this house of happiness.
This beautiful letter.
I am leaving my library for the
He
children.
leaves his books.
He says so.
Well, it's wonderful. Go see Lars. See if they're in his room.
I'm telling you, I saw him getting on the cable car, carrying a suitcase. He's leaving us, I tell you. He's leaving us.
Well, I sure hope you stay, Mama.
Mama, I saw Mr. Hyde getting on the cable car.
I know. He leaves.
Did he pay you?
Sure. He paid me $110.
Gee.
Are we gonna put it in the bank?
No, we need it right away. We have to pay the doctor. But Mr. Hyde has left us the book.
Say, the complete Shakespeare, the Oxford Book of Verses,
Pickwick Papers? Alice in Wonderland?
the Last of the Mohicans, Ivanhoe.
We were right in the middle of that.
No, Nels can finish it. He can read to us in evenings now. He has fine voice too, like Mr. Hyde. It's wonderful. So much we can learn. Christine, will you take the butter and the yummy back into the pantry for me? I will bring Dagmar her supper. Now, did you get it?
What? Oh, here.
You put it there. Do you know how?
Why, no,
You
Mama.
did not ask.
I thought Papa.
Lars, do you know?
I do not know how, but it cannot be difficult if you hold the cat.
And watch him die. No. I think
Sure, Mama.
I'll bring some blankets. So much goes on. Christine, see who it is?
It's Aunt Jenny.
Jenny.
Martha, has he gone?
Who?
Your boarder, Mr. Hyde.
Yes, he has gone. Bye.
Did he pay you?
Sure, he paid me.
How?
But they checked. Laura has it right there.
A check?
Jenny, but Christine, bring Diane her supper. I have to be there soon. Jenny, how do you know that Mr. Hyde has gone?
I was at Mr. Crupper's down the street. You know the restaurant and bakery? And he told me that Mr. Hyde was there today having his lunch. And when he left, he asked if you would cash a check for him. For $50.
Well, go on.
Mr. Hyde didn't expect him to take it to the bank until tomorrow, but he did. Mr. Hyde has an even account at that bank.
I do not understand.
You mean the check is no good?
No good at all. Your Mr. Hyde was a crook, just as I always thought he was. Cross-breeding in fine ways. Mr. Crupper said he'd been cashing them all over the neighborhood. How much did he owe you, Marta? Plenty, I'll bet.
No, he owes us nothing.
How much was the check for?
It does not matter, Jenny. Mr. Hyde has paid us with better things than money.
I told you right at the beginning that you shouldn't trust him, but you were so sure, just like you always were. Mr. Hyde is a gentleman. A gentleman. I bet it must have been $100 he broke to our wasn't.
Jenny, maybe you do not have things to do, but I have.
What? What have you got to do that's so important?
Oh, I have to throw it from a cat.
Good morning, Mama. Morning, Papa. Is Uncle Elizabeth well again?
Diamond, do something I must.
I've got to see
Diamond, do something. Tell her.
You let her think that the cat died by
No,
itself.
you cannot tell her lies.
What a very funny smell. Good morning, my darling. My darling Elizabeth. My, you put enough blankets on him. Did you think he'd catch cold?
Diamond, you must. Let me see. Let me see this cat.
He's well. Oh, Mama, I knew you'd fix him. I'm going to take him right up to Nels. Nels. Uncle Elizabeth is well again.
This is a miracle.
You could not have used enough food. You give cat good sleep, and that make him well. We rechristened the cat, Lazarus.
We must tell her the truth. It's not good for her to grow up thinking, I can fix everything.
It is the best thing for her to believe. Besides, I know how she feels.
We must finish getting breakfast.
Mercy is not strange. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven. Upon the place beneath, 'tis twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives, and him that takes. And him that takes. It blesseth him that gives, and him that takes. What comes after that? I don't know. And I don't care. Why, Chris? I don't. That's all I've heard for weeks. You and your play, and all your lines, graduation, and going on to high. You make me sick. Let us look what's going on at home. What do you mean? You see, you don't even know. Oh, you mean the strike? Yes, I mean the strike. Papa's been out of work for 4 whole weeks. And a lot you care. All you can think about are the presents you're going to get. You make me ashamed of being a girl.
Myra Walsh's family's adding 7 pearl snips they started for her when she was a baby. Oh, hello, Katrina. Did you hear about Donna's graduation present?
Yes, I've heard.
I'm getting an onyx ring with a diamond in it.
A real diamond?
Yes, of course. Well, a small diamond.
What are you getting?
Well, they haven't actually told me. But I think I'm getting that celluloid dresser set in your father's drugstore. Jean was right. I got the dresser set. They gave it to me just before supper on graduation night. Papa couldn't attend the exercises because there was a strike meeting about going back to work. I was so excited that I could hardly eat, and the present took the last remnants of my appetite clean away.
I'll just stack the dishes now. We can clean them when we get home.
Who wants coffee, sugar? Dagmar? Katrine?
Katrine, go and get your sweater. You will need it.
Aunt Jenny says if we drink black coffee like you do at our age, it would turn our complexion dark. I'd like to be a black Norwegian, like Uncle Chris. Can I, Papa?
No, I think I like you better blonde, like your mom.
When do you get old enough for your complexion not to turn dark? When can I drink coffee?
One day, when you are grown up.
It's Jenny and Trina. We can start now. Well, are you all ready? Is Katrine very excited?
Yes, she ate no supper.
Lord, is that black coffee you dip that sugar in? It's not good for them.
It'll turn their complexions black. I know. Maybe it's alright we have one colored child in the family.
Lord, really?
Aunt Jenny, did you see my graduation present?
Martha, I thought you were going to... No, Jenny, you were right. She was too young to appreciate that. She needed something more modern. Yes. Well, it's very pretty, I suppose, but... You're not wearing your soul yet. No, I do not bed tonight. Come, Trina, we shall be late.
Oh, but Peter isn't here yet.
Oh, Katrine has her hat to put on. We can follow us, or would you like to wait here for Peter?
If you don't mind.
Sure, you can wait at bars. He does not have to go yet. I hope Katrina knows all her lines.
Sure she knows them. I know them too.
It's too bad you missed Katrine's debut as an actress.
But you will be home before us?
Yes, I think the meeting will not last long.
Good. We go now.
You like we should play checkers?
Oh, I haven't played checkers in years.
Good, then I hate you.
Goodbye, Papa.
Goodbye, Doctor. I think of you.
I'll see you there, Aunt Trina. Good luck.
I'll get the checkers.
Oh, bringing your cheap trash with you, I see. It's not trash. It's beautiful. You're just jealous. I told you to tell the mama to give it to her. I didn't devil her at all. I just showed it to her in Mr. Schiller's window and made her sell her brooch that her very own mother gave her.
Chris, you weren't supposed to tell
I
that.
don't care. I just know. Is that true? Did she know?
Well, as a matter of fact, she did. Now, come on.
No, I don't believe you. I'm going to ask Papa.
You had a good time.
I don't care. Papa, Christine says, Papa, did Mama sell the brooch to give me this?
Christine should not have told you that.
It's true then?
She did not sell it. She traded it to Mr. Schiller for your present.
I never meant her to do that.
Look, Katrine, you wanted the present and she wanted your happiness. She wanted it more than she wanted the brooch.
But I never meant her to do that. It was all she had of grandmother's. She loved it so.
She always meant it for you, but you must not cry. You have your play to act.
I don't want to act in it now.
But you must. Your audience is waiting.
I don't care.
But you must care. Tonight, you are no longer Katrine. You are an actress. And an actress must act, whatever she is feeling. There is a saying,
over, I see her talking to Mr. Schiller. And then she go and take her costume off. And Nell says that he will take her home. But this has been a long time. And then legs are hurting now. And in the playground, she was not good. I have seen her here, and she was good. But tonight, no. It was as if there was something else on her mind all the time.
I think maybe there was.
But what? What would be worrying her?
Tonight, after we leave, Katrine found out about your brooch.
But how? Who tell her?
Christine,
Why?
I do not know.
Christine! Christine!
You were calling, Mama?
Did you tell Katrine tonight about my brooch?
Yes, Mama.
But why?
I didn't like the smug way she was acting about that dresser set.
It is no excuse. You make her unhappy. You make her bad to play.
She made you unhappy, selling your brooch for her selfishness.
It's not your business. I chose to give my brooch. It's not for you to judge. And you know I do not want you to tell her. I'm angry with you, Christine.
I'm sorry, Mama, but I'm not sorry I did it.
Christine is the stubborn one.
What happened at the meeting, Papa?
We go back to work tomorrow.
Gee, that's bully. Isn't it, Mama?
It's good.
Mama, here's your brooch. I'm sorry I was so bad in the play. I'll go and help Christine with the dishes.
Mr. Schiller gave it back to her.
We went to his house to get it. He didn't want to. He was planning on giving it to his wife for her birthday. But Katrine begged and begged him. She even offered to work in the store during her vacation if he'd give it back.
So,
And what did Mr. Schiller say?
He said it wasn't necessary, but he gave her a job all the same. She'll be working in the store on afternoons for $3 a week.
And the teacher said she gave that back.
Yes, she was awful upset. It was kind of hard for her to do. She's a good kid. Well, I'll say goodnight. I've got to be up early.
good night, Nels.
Good night, Papa.
Good night, Nels.
Nels is the kind one.
Katrine!
Mommy!
You put this on.
No, it's yours.
It is your graduation present. I put it on you.
I'll keep it always. I'll wear it forever.
Christine should not have told you.
I'm glad she did now.
And I am glad too. Katrine,
I'm sorry, Papa. I don't feel like it.
What is it, Bob?
Katrine,
For me?
for our grown-up daughter. Katrine is the dramatic one. It's too bad. I brought a cup of coffee and she does not drink it.
It would not have been good for her. So late at night.
And you, Martha, you are the practical one.
Use the coffee, Dad. We do not want to waste it.
Yes, Peter. Yes, Peter, I know. But it's been so long since we've heard from him. He's bound to turn up soon. No. Oh, Peter, you know I do. Goodbye.
What was that all about?
Peter says we shouldn't wait any longer to hear from Uncle Chris.
send out the wedding invitations right away. He was quite insistent about it. Peter was very masterful sometimes.
Mrs. Stenworth's boarding house. Mrs. Stenworth speaking. Oh yes, Marta, what is it?
Jenny, I have a telegram here from Uncle Chris. It says, if we want to see him again, we are to come.
Where is he? Where is he?
He's in a place called Ukiah. It is north of San Francisco.
Who is the telegram from?
I do not know.
That woman?
I do not know, Jenny. I think maybe.
I will go. It's Uncle Chris. Marta says he's dying. Why was the telegram sent to you? I'm the eldest.
Jenny, it's not time to think of who is eldest. Uncle Chris is dying.
I don't believe it. He's too mean to die ever. I will go.
Jenny, I cannot stop to argue. There is a train at 11 o'clock. It takes 4 hours. You will call Sigrid.
Sigrid is here now.
Good, then you tell her.
What did you say the name of the place was?
Ukiah. U-K-I-A-H.
I won't go.
That you decide. Uncle Chris? Dying?
The wages of sin.
Oh, he's old. Maybe it is time for him to go.
4 hours by train, and maybe have to spend the night. All that expense to watch a wicked old man die with DDTs.
Yes, but there is his will.
Even suppose he has anything to leave. You know who he leaves to, don't you?
Yes. But all the same, he is a relative, and blood is thicker than water, especially when it's Norwegian blood. I'm going, and I'm bringing Arnie with me. Uncle Chris was always fond of children.
I agree with Sigrid. I think we should go.
Well, you can't go anyway.
Why not?
Because of that woman. You can't be a woman like that.
Why not? If you two can.
We're married, baby.
I'm engaged.
That's not the same thing.
Not the same thing at all.
Nonsense. I've never met a woman like that before.
I may never get another chance.
Besides, if he's going to change his will, there's still the question of my dowry. Do you think we should bring Peter?
Peter Thorkelson? What is that for?
Well, after all, I mean, his profession.
Trina, you always murder. Anyone would know that the last person a dying man wants to see is an undertaker.
When Mama said I was to go with her, I was excited and I was frightened. It was exciting taking sandwiches for the train, almost as if we were going on a picnic. But I was frightened at the idea of seeing death. Though I told myself that if I was going to be a writer, I had to experience everything. All the same, I was hoping it would be all over by the time we got there. It was afternoon when we arrived, and we asked at the station for the house we rent. It seemed to me that the man looked at us strangely. Uncle Chris was obviously considered an odd character. The ranch was about 3 miles out of town, a derelict rambling old place. It had long grass and tall trees and a smell of honeysuckle. We made quite a cavalcade walking up from the gate. The woman came out on the steps to meet us.
How is he?
Come in. Won't you?
Want more? Give me more. There's still some about it.
Uncle Chris, that will not help now.
It always helps. Now especially.
Uncle Chris, I don't think you realize.
What I don't realize? That I am dying? Why else do I think you come here? Why else do I think you stand there watching over me? Get out, get out!
Very well, very well. We'll be out on the porch if you need us.
That is where I want you, out on the porch. Wait. There is Arnie. Come here, Arnie. How is your knee?
It's fine, Uncle Chris.
Don't use fair words anymore? Doesn't hurt anymore?
No, Uncle Chris.
You walk good? Quite good? Let me see you walk. Walk around the room. Fast, fast! Run, run!
Uncle Chris, Arnie was always so fond of you.
I tell you all to get out! Except Martha. And Katrine. Katrine and I have secret. You remember Katrine?
Yes, Uncle Chris.
Uncle Chris, you must lie down.
And then you give me one more drink.
No, Uncle Chris.
Why not? If we do not drink it, who will drink it when I am gone? What harm can it do? I die anyway. You give it to me. Martha, I have never made a will. Was never enough money. But you sell this ranch. It will not bring much. I have not had it long enough. And there is mortgage. Big mortgage. It may bring little. Maybe $200-300. You give to Yessie.
Yessie?
Yessie Brown. My woman. 12 years she has been my woman. My wife. Only I cannot marry her. She has a husband alive somewhere. There will be no money for you, Martha. But you make Neil's doctor. All the same. You like it?
It was... Lars and I have always bonded.
It is the greatest thing in the world. It's to have a little of God in you. Always I wanted to be doctor. It was the only thing I ever wanted. And Niels must do it for me.
He will, Uncle Chris.
You are the good one, Martha. I'm glad you come. Where is Jessie?
I think she waits outside.
You don't mind that she is here?
Of course not, Uncle Chris.
You go and call her in. I'd like you both to be here. Your mama likes me to drink coffee now. See, prove me right there. You are not frightened of me now.
No, Uncle Chris.
Maybe when you grow older, you write story about Uncle Chris, if you remember.
I'll remember.
I like you both being with me. Maybe it'd be best if Katrine leaves. Farewell, Katrine.
Goodbye, Uncle Chris.
You say it in Norwegian like I do.
Farewell, Uncle Chris.
Maybe I should introduce you to each other. Jessie, this is my niece Martha, who is the only one of my nieces I can stand. Martha, this is Jessie, who has bring me much happiness.
I am very glad to meet you.
I am too.
And now you give me one more drink. That's where we can finish what is left in the bottle. Two?
Yes, Uncle Chris.
Jessie, you go bring best glasses. Jessie does not like to drink, but this is a special occasion. What is the time?
It is about 4:30.
You go and draw the shades. The sun is too strong for my eyes. No, I take it without water. It's Norwegian custom, always last drink without water. I can drink it myself. Give Martha her glass. So skål.
Skål.
Skål. They're simply eating me alive.
Gnats are always worse around sunset.
I should never have let you talk me into coming. To be thrown out of this world like that and expected to sit here hour after hour without so much as a cup of coffee?
I'd make a cup of coffee. If I knew where the kitchen was.
Her kitchen? It would poison me. No, I'm going home. Are you going to come with me, Trina?
I think we ought to wait a little longer. I mean, you can't hurry these things.
And all your talk about it as well. A lot of a chance we got to say a word.
Well, maybe Martha's been talking to him.
Well,
Uncle Chris has gone.
did he say anything about his will?
There is no bill.
Well then, we're his nearest relative.
There is no money either. How do you know? He tells me.
What is this?
It's an account of how he spent the money.
Bills from a liquor store.
No, Jenny. I read it to you.
Box now. Esther Jensen, 9 years. Love food, $217.50. Box now. Arnie Sofeld.
My Arnie?
9 years. Fractured kneecap. $442.16.
Mother, are we going to pizza? What is he? His Uncle Chris.
It does not say the end about Arnie. I write box now. Yes? Yes. Maybe even run. So is all. It was good.
I'll go make some coffee.
You can go in and see him now if you want. I'm going to the hotel for tonight, so that you can all stay.
What will you do now, after he's ready? You have a room?
I'll find a room somewhere. I'll probably go back to nursing.
Would you like to come to San Francisco with us? To our house? We have room. Plenty room.
That's very kind of you, but
I'd like to be our guest for a while, until you get a job. Then you can be our boarder.
I don't know why you should bother.
You bring Uncle Chris much happiness. You'd like to go and see him now, Catherine.
See him?
You need not be frightened. He looks happy and at peace. I'd like to see what that looks like, so you are not frightened of it, ever.
Will you come with me?
Sure.
All of San Francisco. He's going to be 3 months old tomorrow. Little Christopher Torkelson. You know, Peter, I think he's even beginning to look a little like Uncle Chris. There's sort of, firmness about his mouth. Of course, it's your mouth, too, but I always did see quite a lot of Uncle Chris in you. Oh, look. It's sweet.
Trina, you know what next Thursday is?
Our anniversary.
What would you say to our giving a little party?
Party?
Oh, quite a modest one. Nothing showy or ostentatious, but we have been married a year. And with you having been in mourning and the baby coming so soon and all, we've not been able to entertain. I think it's time you took your place in society.
What sort of party?
An evening party. A soiree. I should say about 10 people. Some of them are in colony, and the bars and bar of course.
And Jenny and Sigrid?
Oh, well, I hadn't thought of asking Jenny and Sigrid.
We'd have to ask them. We couldn't leave them out.
Trina, I hope you won't be offended if I say that I have never really felt, well, altogether comfortable with Jenny and Sigrid. They have always made me feel that I wasn't worthy of you. Of course I know that I'm not, but, well, one doesn't like to be reminded of it all the time.
Oh, Peter.
But you're quite right. We must ask them. Now, as to the matter of refreshments, what would you suggest?
Oh, I don't know. What would you say to, ice cream and cookies for the ladies? And coffee, of course. And perhaps some port wine for the gentlemen.
Port wine?
Just a little. We could bring it in already poured out in little glasses. Jenny and Sigrid can help me in the kitchen.
No. If Jenny and Sigrid comes our guests, like everyone else. We shall have someone to help you in the kitchen.
You mean a waitress? Oh, none of us would ever. Do you really think? I mean, you did say we shouldn't be ostentatious.
Trina, I have never been very good at expressing myself or my deeper feelings. But I want you to know that I'm not only very fond of you, but very proud of you as well. And I want you to have the best of everything, as far as it's in my power. I want you to have a waitress.
Yes.
Hello, Papa. Here's your evening paper.
Is there any news?
No. Oh, I forgot. There's a letter for Katrine. I picked it up when the magazine came in. Katrine! Katrine! There's a letter for you!
Coming!
Does it say who the letter is from?
Why, no, Mama. It looks like your own handwriting.
This is bad.
Why is that?
She made too many like this. I'm thinking of her stories that come back from the magazine.
Well, I'll go see if I have any copies yet. Mama, I've just decided something.
What have you decided?
Now she's going to be a doctor, and I'm going to be a veterinarian.
And what is that?
A Dr. Brown.
Is good. Very good.
There are far more animals in the world than human beings, and far more human doctors in the world than animal ones. It isn't fair. I suppose we couldn't have a horse instead, could we? No, I was afraid we couldn't.
Where's the letter?
Here.
Mama, Papa, I want to say something.
What is it?
I'm not going to go to college
Why not?
because it would be a waste of time and money. My only reason in going was to be a writer. And while I'm not going to be one,
Katrine, is your letter that makes you say this? Is this story come back from the magazines again?
again is right. This is the 10th time. I made this one a test. It's the best I've ever written, or ever shall write. And it's no good. I know that now.
What kind of story is it?
It's about a painter who goes blind.
Sounds like the likely fail.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Besides, it's not like that. My painter gets better. He has an operation and paints better than ever before.
That's a good story.
No, it's not. It's rotten.
Have you asked your teachers about this, Katrine?
Teachers don't know anything about writing. All they know about is literature.
If there was someone we could ask to tell us your stories are good or not,
Well, there isn't. And they're not.
Wait. There is something here in the paper about the lady writer. Woman writer tells key to literary success.
Who?
A lady called Florence Dana Moorhead. It gives her a picture. A tall lady. You have heard of her?
Yes, of course. She's terribly successful. She's here on a lecture tour.
what does this lady in the paper say is a secret?
Here, Beatrice. You read.
Florence Dana Moorhead, celebrated novelist and short story writer, interviewed today with sweet at the Fairmont, blah, 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 pronounced sincerity the one essential quality for success as a writer. A lot of help that is.
Maybe if you sent this woman in the paper your stories, she could tell you what is wrong with them?
Mama, don't be silly.
Why is silly?
Well, in the first place, she's a very important person, a celebrity, and she'd never read them. And in the second, you seem to think, well, writing is like cooking, that all you have to have is a recipe. It takes more than that. You have to have a gift.
Well, you have to have gifts for cooking too. But there are things you can learn if you have the gift.
Well, that's the whole point. I don't. I know that now. So, Papa, If you're finished with the morning paper, I'll just take the wanted sections and see if I can't find myself a job.
Now, what do you think?
I don't know. Her stories seem alright to me, but I don't know.
It would be good to know. This woman in the paper, what else does she say?
Not much. The rest seems to be about her and her home life. Let's see. Apart from literature, Mrs. Moorhead's main interest in life is gastronomy.
The stars?
No, eating. A brilliant cook herself. She says that she would as soon turn out a good souffle, it's a short story, or find a new recipe as she would a first edition.
I see her picture. It's kind of vague. What is first edition?
Miss Moorhead.
Excuse me.
Telegram.
Oh, thank you. Miss Moorhead! Miss Moorhead!
Were you calling me?
Yes, you are Mrs. Florence Dana Moorhead.
Yes.
May I speak to you for a moment?
Yes. What's that?
I have read in the paper what you said about writing.
Yes.
My daughter, Kathleen, she wants to be a writer.
Oh, really?
I have bring her stories.
I'm afraid I'm rather hurt. I'm leaving
But
San
I'm waiting for you for 2 hours to come in. If I could just speak to you for 2 minutes, that is all.
Oh, of course. But I think I better tell you that if you want me to read your daughter's stories, it's no use. I've had to make a rule never to read anyone's unpublished material.
Yes. I also read in the paper what you say about collecting recipes for eating.
Oh, I've written several cookbooks.
I, too, am good cook. Norwegian. I make good Norwegian dishes. Lutefisk, kjærballen, that is meatballs in cream sauce.
Oh, I know. I've had that from Christiana.
I have special recipe for kjærballen. My mother gave me. She was best cook I ever knew. Not once have I ever given this recipe to anyone. Not even my sisters. They are not big cooks. But if I could speak to you for a moment, I will give it to you. I promise it's good recipe.
All right, let's sit down. Now, you say your daughter wants to be a writer? How old is she?
18. Yeah.
And does she write, or does she just want to?
Oh, she writes all the time. I bring her stories. I bring 12 of them.
12?
But if you could read just one, to know if someone is good cook, you do not have to eat whole meal.
You are right. How is it your daughter did not come herself?
Well, she was too unhappy and too afraid of you because you are celebrity. But if you could read her stories, I promise they are good.
Oh, of course. But can you tell me about your granddaughter?
Well, first, when you make the meatballs, you must drop them in boiling stock, not water. Water is never good. That is one of them. And the cream sauce, that is another. It is half sour cream. Add it as a last.
That sounds marvelous.
You must grind the meat 6 times. And, well, I could write it down for you. And while I write, you could read.
All right, you win. Let's go back up to my apartment and we can talk.
If you could read maybe 2 stories, I could tell you my recipe for lutefisk. You know lutefisk?
When Mama came back, I was sitting with my diary, which I called my journal now. writing a tragic farewell to my art. It was very seldom that Mama came to the attic, thinking that a writer needed privacy. I was surprised to see her standing in the doorway. Mama!
You are busy, Catherine?
No, come in.
I wanted to talk to you.
Yes, of course.
Oh, you are writing.
No. I told you, that's all over.
That is what I want to talk to you about.
It's all right, Mama. Really, it is. I was going to tear up my stories this afternoon, only I couldn't find half of them.
They are here.
You took them? What on earth for?
I have gone to see Miss Moorhead.
Who's this? You don't mean Florence Dana Moorhead? Mommy, you don't mean you took her my stories? What did she say about them?
She said they are not good.
I knew that. It was hardly worth going to all that trouble just to be told that.
No, she say more. You will listen, Catherine?
Sure, I'll listen.
I will try to remember exactly. She say you write now only because of what you have read in other books. And that she too was bad writer. She wrote about people in the olden days. But one day, she think of something that happened to her in her hometown that only she could know and understand. And she feels she must tell it. And that is how she writes her first good story. She said, you should write more of what you know.
But that's what my teachers at school always told me.
Well, maybe your teacher was right. I do not know if I explain good, but Miss Moorhead has said. But while she talks, I think I understand. She said, excuse me, Catherine, I'm speaking, but this is important to you. She said, it is because you are good math once, as Papa had said. And you think it would be good to be painter and be blind and not complain. But never once have you thought how it would really be. Is true?
I suppose so. I guess.
But she said you want to go on writing. Happy gift. And that one day, when you write story that is real and true, you are to give it to someone whose name she is giving me. She said it is her agent, and that you say she recommends you here. No, that's recipe for the goulash her grandmother used to make. Here. It helps what I have told you, my Catherine?
I guess so, but what have I got to write about? I mean, I haven't been anywhere or seen anything.
You maybe write about San Francisco. Miss Moorhead writes about her hometown.
I suppose, but you see, you have to have a central character. Miss Moorhead wrote about her grandfather. He was a wonderful old man.
Could you maybe write about Papa?
Papa?
He is good man, wonderful man.
I know, but
I must fix Papa his supper. He will be home soon. I think you should write about Papa, Catherine.
Papa. Yes. What's he ever done? What's ever happened to him? What's ever happened to any of us? Except always being poor and having illness. Like the time when Dad went to the hospital. And Mama, in a flash, the story of Mama and the hospital. The first of all the stories. I wrote it quite soon after that, but didn't tell Mama or any of them. I sent it to Miss Moorhead's agent. It was a long time before I heard anything. And then one afternoon, the letter came. At first, I couldn't believe my eyes. And then I went rushing into the kitchen, shouting, "Mama! Mama! I saw the story! Story? Yes! I got a letter from Miss Moorhead's agent with a check for $500!
No kidding.
Is it true? Here it is. Here's the letter. Maybe I haven't read it right. What are you going to do with $500? I don't know. I'll buy Mama her warm coat. Her coats don't cost $500. I know. We'll put the rest in the bank.
Quick, before they change their mind and cancel the check.
Will you, Mama? Will you put it in the bank tomorrow? What is it, Mama?
I do not know how.
Just give it to the man and tell him to put it in your account, like you always do.
You tell him, Martha. Now.
Tell us what, Mama?
There is no bank account. Never once have I been inside a bank.
But, Mama, you always told us. Mama, you always said.
It's not true. I tell a lie.
But why? Why did you pretend?
It's not good for little ones to grow up thinking they are not safe. Be insecure. But now, with $500, I think I can tell.
Mama.
Catherine, you have your story.
Yes.
You will read it to us.
Now?
Yes, now. No, please. I did that. Dad!
Yes, Mama.
Come here, I want you.
What is it?
I want you. No, leave the rabbits there. No. What is the name of this story?
It's called Mama and the Hospital.
You read stories about Mama?
Yes.
But I thought, Catherine, I said...
I know. But, well, that's how it came out. What is it? What do you want?
Catherine sent story to the magazine. They pay her $500 to print it. No, wait. I'd like to hear it. You are ready, Catherine?
Sure. For as long as I can remember, the house on Steiner Street had been home. All of us were born here. Nels, the oldest and the only boy, my sister Christine, and the littlest sister, Dagmar.
Am I in the story?
Hush, Dagmar. You're all in the story.
But first and foremost, I remember Mama. I remember that every Saturday night, she would sit down by the kitchen table and count out the money Papa had brought home in the little envelope.
just hold steady. This is one beautiful place.